What's happening, y'all? It's William, and welcome back to Little Red Line. We're continuing where we last left off. We're playing as this guy here. What should we highlight? Or what is this one? Respect for their arts, hope, love, life. Okay, desperate thirst, or okay, I'm gonna lie about hope. Okay, what is hope without money? Hope without money is a lie. In the echo chamber, who express your pronouns and your petitions while they pay you nickels to shovel dog shit. What kind of hope is that? Okay, let's lie about this one. Or do I ever wish I could play the piano? Love. What is love without money? Love without money is a lie. Love without money. Well, it's definitely not a lie. I'll tell you that. That sad, freaky stuff in the woods. The bitterness of someone who realizes they've misplaced their faith, that you're never gonna make it, no matter how much they believe in you. That was kind of true. Well, it's really true, but the parties you go to where they start looking around for somebody else, someone who can take them places, who they could build something with. Nothing but a betrayal waiting to happen. What kind of love is that? What is life without money? So he's just talking about money. A life without money is a lie. An endless exhaustion. 6 jobs or no job. Cars to climb minimum wage clerks who stare you down like a leaper. Creditors who call day and night, melting your existence into pennies on a dollar. The realization that most people will consider your insecurity and suffering to be more of an impolite imposition than anything else. What kind of life is that? Okay. Where you can let a solid moment hang. Nobody can accuse you of having it be contrived. You want to save for exactly the right time. What was I saying? Oh yeah. Lie about family. And what is a family without money? A family without money is a lie. There's a father who could take you fishing but not to the dentist. And for those charged with protecting it, a family without money is a moral failure. One that can never be erased. It's a cliff-hanging hand that slips from your grasp. And as for what happens to families like that, and to people like you, I've got good news and bad news. The bad news is that you have no future. The good news is that there is no future. What in the hell? That doesn't make any sense. This part here. Your mother and father's your brothers and sisters, your sons and daughters, they're looking to you. The clock is turning every time you see them. One more moment passes before it will be your turn to be who is dependent on. And you know what you have to do? You gotta take a chance on the only thing you got left, or you have the courage to do it. Or you keep on going as if the little you still have without it will somehow last forever. Or you keep staying in that house, staring at that window, or will you wake up, take control of your life, and make the sacrifice that could save them all? Okay, that's it. Rituals by Sarah Stone. In all my years of living on my own, I never achieved even a fraction of the sense of place that I still feel every time I walk through this door. Everything is just where it was, and everyone is just who they are. But at the same time, the older you get, the more that same comfort starts to scare the hell out of you. It's a waste of water, Sarah. I know, but everyone else is wasting it. I'm not suggesting it because I'm worried about you putting any kind of strain on yourself. I just wish you would take it easy. I tried to help out with the groceries, but never bought the right things. They just started restocking things before I did. And when I tried to cook myself, it was so much worse than what we were used to, because both of my parents are amazing cooks. Even fixing things around the house. I'm trying not to read much because that's going to exhaust me. And it took Dad twice as long to do anything with me helping him. You can't be an adult in a place you grew up. It isn't your job there. And you can't break up the order of things in a place where that order is everything. All you can do is dry the dishes you can't clean, vacuum the floors that you can't build, mow the lawn that you can't grow. And what's wrong is that you also feel the opposite of fear. That makes you feel safe, but you're always thinking that you won't be ready when they're gone, or when they need you, precisely because they aren't. Yeah. Give me a hand with something. Go see what he needs. I need a break. Just leave them, Mom. I can do it. Okay, let's see what he wants. Oh, I can save it here. Okay, good. Sorry. Oh, I got highlight. I forgot I can do that. Alright. What's wrong, Dad? You hear that? Hear what? One of these stupid cats must have gotten out of your sister's room. Which one? The one that lost to get out of your sister's room. Bobo. I don't hear anything. I heard a meow. You know what your mother is like? The allergies. I'm going to help her get ready for bed. You find the cat and get back downstairs. Okay. Alright. Conceal Bobo's escape. Okay, but I should probably stop by looking in the basement regardless. So maybe up here. I'm starting downstairs. where is that? Oh, here. I see it. This nice house they got here. A lot of favorite homemade beer. Dad used to store a lot of homemade beer down here. Nobody kept track of how much anybody was taking, or at least not until it became obvious that someone was taking way more than their share. Basically asking for it to take it so he could justify flipping out. Now he did that, I just quietly moved it upstairs without telling them. It stayed unswiped. The issue couldn't flare up. Nobody even mentioned anything about it again. My sister gets everything delivered to her now. Hardly ever even leaves the house. I guess this is a bright and shiny future. Real promise. At least the washing is done. The dryer must be twice as loud. I hate the way Mom has to creep around in her own basement doing laundry just to not wake her up. Almost as much as I hate the way she does laundry herself in the middle of the goddamn night. You can hear it all the way upstairs. That's definitely a lie. She probably stopped wearing clean clothes just to spite us. My sister has always had a lock on her door. It became an apartment. In her defense, Mom's idea of knocking on the door when we were growing up was to knock and then immediately open it half a second later. In a way, going back and forth on that lock was where everything started. It was raining enough today for her to sleep through all of it. Even when she is up. She hasn't been for long enough to make it worth bothering her. Forget it. I'll just go and tell Dad I tried. I've dealt with enough shit today. But if I don't at least try to talk to her, she'll just tell Dad she didn't know anything about it. My whole life, my father has used me as a sword. My sister has used me as a shield. You just bang it up against yourself. So maybe talk to the cat. Okay. While I was in the middle of killing myself trying to pay the minimums on my credit cards, kill myself to make rent, and kill myself to avoid going into overdraft, my sister tried to kill herself for real. Must be nice. No. That's too much. Don't even think something like that. You don't really mean it. She stayed at a mental hospital downtown for a few days before my parents moved her out to a private facility in Guelph. I don't know how to say name. Attentive staff. The encouragement to express any emotion you want. A schedule laid out for you like a kindergartner. For a little while she got better. Though I don't know if it is or isn't incredible what everybody treating you like the center of the universe can do. Surely it out to do something, but then life goes on. The people they actually are. Hey, are you up? Dad thinks one of the cats escaped. Are they all in there with you? Alright, well, if you can hear me, let me know. Or send me a text. How can she hear you with a dryer running? Or something. I suppose I might as well check the rest of the house for the cat. probably did get out if Dad heard it. Where does the depression end and the rude, self-centered, miserable asshole begin? Please consider what I put up with a nonsense of what dealing with her entails if I did not. With my mother, with my father. If we didn't occasionally think a cruel or heartless thing about her, do you believe that we could possibly endure it? I was using the how was it? The trigger stopper things. That's what y'all just heard. I know she is a sick person. I know that she is not really in control of herself, and that this is the darkest fate which can touch anybody. But in the midst of all of her tragedy, all of her setbacks, all I really want to know is this: what about the rest of us? What about the people, the families who have no responsible choice but to exist in a blast radius? The people who don't have any more of a way out of it than they do. And I know we're supposed to go to counseling too. No, let me rephrase that. And I know we're supposed to go to counseling and therapy too. I had to add that in. But even if it did help, is it really worth tripling our bill? Even if we could actually afford it, does your life really have to end up any less mired in a crap? Or do you become even more worse? What if it only ends up making you just as obsessed with her as she is with her own self? But how does it all end? It seems somewhere between unlikely and impossible that my sister would have to, whoever have to do anything resembling the life of a social or productive person ever again. Will these people, I'm actually using my own words in this sentences. Will these people ever get fixed? What's the point of them being slightly more broken than they are? What is the point of all this pain? That is some good questions, really. Ooh. Alright, time to start looking for Bobo somewhere else. Can't say I blame you for wanting to get out there now named Bobo, but on the other hand, you're just a cat. This music though. Domestic or. Everybody has their own coat hanger. Believe it or not, I think even my sister would consider it an anathema to violate that. Maybe she isn't as gone as we think. No, Bobo though. This old couch belonged to my granny. Now she pulls out into a bed, the same one she slept on when she stayed with us till she passed away. She took us to the zoo, the park. I really loved her. When she died, it was the only time I ever saw my dad cry. I heard him through the door and looked in. I didn't want to go in and bother him though. No cat under this. When we were kids, Mom would always make us go straight to this washroom to get cleaned up after we came in from playing outside. No cat in here. Or you don't think he got out? I'm also not going to stand on the street in the middle of the night yelling bobo. Well, not yet anyways. Yeah, otherwise you'd be a crazy person. I love this game. I'm the best at it. Are you sure about that? Some people think they're better than me, but it isn't my fault they haven't memorized every two-letter word in the word that concludes the letter Q. I'm the best. Should I go up here? Okay. My father was a police officer, or was he? He believes strongly in following the law with a single exception. He keeps guns in the house, some which I don't think he is quite supposed to have. I don't think other cops ever trusted my dad. They all lived down in Whitby and Oshawa, and were driving to Big Bad Scarborough every day to unleash white trash justice. He was the guy who actually lived here, who was from here. I'm sure you had to go along to get along. It means a lot to me. Library ability to move, catch along. This is one of those electric posture couches. It weighs approximately 2 million pounds. I can't move without risking a minor but permanent injury, and I'm not crawling on my knees to look under things until I finish checking out this stuff. I can actually shuffle around. Okay, we're gonna look in here. When Bobo was his younger and less escape savvy while hitting himself, we used to find him curled up asleep in here all the time. Nope. We should really only keep healthy stuff in here. After a while, I'm sure you don't miss junk food at all. And no cat behind it either. Dinner was a big deal in our house growing up. Being right to the table once he got called was one of the few ways to actually get yelled at. No cat under it though. Bobo, you bozo. How did I not? I should have known he was under here. There he is. Hopefully he goes from my room instead of back downstairs. Some things are 50-50 no matter what. All you can do is roll a dice. What happens if I leave? Okay, there's sleep, so hey there. What do you want? I don't know. Did you find what you were looking for? Not yet. Almost. Good night. I don't know why I even went in there to begin with. But if I go in there again for no reason, Mom would definitely know what something is up. She'll get out of Dad and get angry at him for treating her like a child. Then he'll get angry at me for tilting our hand. Then I'll get angry at my sister for having a cat she shouldn't even have in the first place. And she get angry at all of us for having the audacity for wherever she for oh my god, wherever joy she acts out of living with a tiny piece of unconditional love. All families are dominoes. But I can see him right there. Bobo, get down. He almost scratched that old photo. That's pretty digital, Bobo. Mom would kill you. I better put it back in place. I see his photo every day, but I never really look at it. I can't remember what movie we saw. Mom looks like she hated it. But that's what her face is like most of the time. Thank God don't make that face. I look at this picture and see people that I loved more than the people that I see now, including myself. No matter how you think about it, we were better then. But what kind of person would feel like that? Okay, I want to look at these adequately. Let's see this one. I put this map up when I got back from my first trip to Europe. I put tags in for every place I went. Didn't make it to everywhere I dreamt of, but at least I hit everything I really wanted to see. I love when cats have this bizarre idea that you can't see them when they're sitting in plain sight. They stare at you like they're hiding when they're like sitting under a table or on top of a dresser. I bet a kitty cat will appear if I shuffle this dresser. Okay, so what I do here? Come here. What are you doing? Oh, it's a black cat with green eyes. Look at your face. Ball, 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 ball. Do you want to lay down with me for a little bit before we take you back downstairs? Okay. I love animals. I wish I ever had this space or free time to feel like I could have had one. But it never felt right. For instance, Amber, I had to suffer or die because I didn't have the mind to save it. I think I probably will never forgive myself. And then you look at my sister who claims to wish she could rescue all the cats in the world, but who does the work, who buys the litter and the food and leaves it outside her door. The rest of us. I went back to this guy. For Arthur Fox. If you've ever been in employment, you know how fucking tedious it is to talk to people who aren't. I know that sounds callous, but can we get real for a second? It isn't like these people who want to talk to you for any other reason than believing that it might make their lives better. So if I could figure out how to get these fucking balloon heads to give me their money without having to watch their goldfish mouths flop around, I'd be thrilled. You think you're kinder than me? Please, I'd like to see you have the exact same conversation with an unemployable but fucking moron about how to become a millionaire. These assholes couldn't get $1 million if they tripped over a bag with $1 million in it. They shit their pants and get cut off in the ambulance because they scraped their knees. Here you are, listening to human smegma, just wasting your time, drawing on and on about a bunch of stuff they're gonna do. Except the fucking ain't. Because if they were, they'd be out doing it instead of talking to you. But I know. These are my bread and butter. You know what the success rate is of the people who sit here and listen to people like me ramble on. 0%. I know what the success rate is of people who have better things to do than listen to me. Probably not much higher, but it's better than nothing. still, there are more dishonest trades out there. There represents at least some modicum of mutual benefit. I get to make a living. And they get to think that somebody like me cares about them. But I swear it takes everything I have to not ask these people the questions they should really be asking themselves. Why do you have a company? Why are you handing me a business card for a thing that has done nothing and has no reason to exist? Why do you keep talking to me? What is your problem? What do you want? Good grief. I thought I only had to talk to the VIP meet and greet people. These are the VIP meet and greet people. They keep selling more VIP tickets. Alright, let me get this over with. Don't forget. Someone is coming past to see you afterwards. How could I? Keep it out working, man. 20 years to retirement. Thanks, Fiona. Appreciate you doing all the prep work on the presentation deck, too. But I think you can do better. I know you got a lot of talent. Why don't you polish it up a bit before the next event? Alright. I'll be back at the office till midnight or so if you need anything else. Let me tell you something. Y'all women are the most amazing thing going on in the workforce today. Me and all the guys I came up with are always saying so. You pay them less. They work like dogs, and they're a hell of a lot easier on the eyes than some dickbag wearing a suit that looks like he bought it for the prom he never went to. And best of all is that right when all these chicks get to the age where they start wanting more, promotions raising the rest of it. I got a bunch of them going off, have kids, and you never have to see them again. Then you get to dip back into college interns, get a fresh batch, and the saga begins anew. The part where they come back to visit with the baby, thinking this is their big moment to rush back in. Let's see the young girls who replace them, and you can literally watch it click in their minds how completely screwed they are. Does it even matter? Because women care about other women and assume that men do too. Cause a sense of practically every day. Men don't care about other men. That's kind of true. We only care about ourselves. That part right there, that's actually true. As soon as I get everything I came for, you butchers can have it. Although you'll need the cash, you're gonna carry all those boyfriends you got sitting at home playing video games all day. Okay, that is very offensive right there. Just to let them knock you up. It doesn't seem so great to be working half now, does it? Welcome to my world. Glad had a bunch of pullers. Oh wow. Hey there, everybody, I'll be right down. Okay, life about great opportunities. How are you, sir? Outstanding, sir. Okay. A real pleasure to meet you. first guy is always a guy, and he always and he always has the same stupid shit eating grin on his face. Okay. And even if he isn't a white guy, he always wants to do all the white guy stuff. Talk to you like you're both wearing kilts at a wedding. Give you that our grandfathers were both brothers in a Great War type of nod. What a twat. And to who? All he wants is for you to see him beaming. He just wants you to know that he was impressed and that this is a rare feat indeed, that you, like him, are naturally born master of the universe, so tiresome. And the worst part is that sometimes through the sheer force of irrational overconfidence, these guys actually succeed, and then they become the most insufferable people to ever live. The guys who never shut up about how hard they work while they make internet videos pretending to buy houses for their single moms. Freaking hell. And that's why I really want to get this business off the ground. Sounds like I have a plan, Randy. When it roll rise to meet you. May the wind be at your back. Forgot to sell that first guy book over I think this way. It's like a good candidate for getting rid of the rebirth of entrepreneurship. Make yourself out to be a man of the people and did not expect an orderly cue. Okay, Arthur, it's wonderful to meet you. Nice to meet you as well, Kelly. I've just gotten back from Papua New Guinea. So there's a lot of different storylines here, which actually good. They're kind of good, these storylines. Okay, you know you're in a situation where you eventually have to tactfully cut them off, like a scissor, like you're using a scissor. We call these places the flying and crying set, where they got use a plane. Or they got being a plane, they got being a crying about a breakup. They're always going somewhere, always on some personal journey of enlightenment that amounts to wondering why living out of airports. I just joked about that. Doesn't seem to be making them happy. And they always have a hidden fuck ton of money that came from somebody else, or they believe is hidden. I don't know why they think that anyone would buy that. Someone who spends practically all of their time traveling could be anything but rich. But they'll always tell you they'll always tell you they're an event planner anyways, so you hate it. But these are also the people that you really want to put up with. Individual stories may vary. When they dump money into their own misery, trust me, they dump big. is that I need to love myself. Yeah, before you love somebody else too. If you can't love yourself, who can you love? The author Fox saw a master plan. Mild arousal. Wow. Hey, the author. You're so handsome in person. It's all for you, I promise. A couple of things I already know about. This lady based slowly on the floor, expecting look she gave me as she walked up. She does not have any social media profile picture that is not at least 10 years old, and at least one of them is one of those real estate agent looking for glamour shots. Her former hotness and the accompanying photo was the white hot core of her credibility in some sort of sales job she was abandoning. It was it didn't really fit in with the whole cosmetic sales thing. Want to come my own path. It's a road less traveled, but if you do it right, you can go all the way, heading there. Towards God, maybe mission reality. Oh my God. Okay. Good evening. Hello, Mr. Fox. Please take my card. It really has a QR code that can bring you right to my professional profile and resume. Well, there are less common nowadays. That's a true mark of the contemporary. It's a networking idiot. And what's part of talking to these guys is that they're actually just minding our opinions for stuff to talk to other people about. They think they're really slick when they go. Oh, tell me about that, because they think they flatter you about wanting your opinion. Plus, they now have a chance to get a bunch of material to regurgitate on somebody else. But these morons don't have any actual thoughts of their own at all. The secret to getting them to go away is that you never imply that job might be with you. Rather than things to say, it's more like, I know someone who may be looking for somebody like that. I don't know them very well at all. While certainly pass the car just under them. That would be fantastic. Thank you so much. I love your hustle, by the way. Yes, sir. This person has to be religious. I'll see what she wants. The word spirit connecting with your heart. Very nice to meet you, Mr. Fox. Your talk reminded me of so much from my life. Oh yeah, the ethnic wisdom of people from wherever the fuck they're from. Actually, this shit is always weird enough to almost be interesting. Go nuts, sweaty. I need a breather. And I know you don't actually want me to say anything back. Now is when I knew that reconnecting with my heritage was the key. It really is. Best of luck to you. Okay, 2 more. Okay. Hello. These people might be the best. These people might be my very favorite. How strange is that? How strange is it that so many people have no idea who they are after 35 or 40 years of crashing through one failure after another? Is it because they never succeed at anything that they have no idea how hopeless their ambitions truly are? Do they have no idea how out of alignment their desires are with their compatibilities? The shit looks his shirt looks like a bath towel. The corners of his mouth are white with some kind of unidentifiable crust. His jacket and his pants are hanging off of him like he just walked down the river. Why? Why are you here? They never see you coming. Are you really real? Huh? I haven't read this one actually. Looks like it turned out right at least. Terrible title. How are you? They mill around a bit, trying to look like they can't decide whether or not they want to talk to you. They try to look demure, but the reality is that they hope you'll notice how deeply conflicted they are and reminded it for later. It also helps in practical terms. Okay. Got swirling around like an autistic ballerina shows that they actually will be at the back of the line. And this person always has the same story. Something emotional, someone died, they almost died, so on and so forth. But this person is easy to deal with because they don't even actually want anything from you. All they want is to feel like they're more tragic than everybody else. All you have to do is play to them like they're as special as they think they are. I just hope you know that. I hope you know how much that meant to me. I can't begin to tell you how touched I am to hear that. It really was. I don't think I've ever heard a story as tough as yours. As tough as yours. You really put what I do into perspective. You're the kind of person I got into this business to help. They cry and cry and cry, which is perfect because they have a reason to cry, namely how worthless they are. As soon as they start, I start to really feel how stupid and fucked up and pointless their lives are compared to mine. And it all comes out. They're crying at themselves and I'm crying at them too. It's a thing called empathy, and then before you know it, they're gone. As much as I hate all these people, no, I taught them because they gave me mine to do so. The strange emptiness just over me the second that all of them are gone. It's like all of a sudden, I'm as alone as I actually am. Sure, I've got a wife, but I've got a family, but they need me. All these people, they all need me. What if I needed someone? Who the hell is there for me? But sure I'm lucky. The kind of luck I've got will break most people like a twig. But who cares? Who cares about me? At least I hate every single one of them. Night by Night by Sarah Stone. Well, you absolutely need to talk to her. The only guaranteed way is to set your alarm for 2 a.m. You wake up, check the webs, and then take a look at the internet to see if she started posting things. As soon as you see those start to flood in, you know it's time. In the dead of night, and top of the game, always riveting. If she's all pick Bobo up and take him down with me, that should give him a foot in the door, without too much argument at least. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna end it here. We're gonna come back. I gotta check to see if she started spitting crap all over the internet yet. That's the only way you can be sure of her being awake and at least somewhat up and around. So when we come back, we're going to have to check up on our sister in the next part. So if you all enjoy it, be sure to hit that sub button if you're new, and leave a comment down below. And if you don't, I'm gonna talk you in throat, you know what I'm saying? And I'll see y'all next time. Goodbye.